Introducing Jermell Iron Man Charlo. Introducing
to his right, Errol Spence's left there, just like that.
Nice left jab by Errol. And here's Mikey moving forward, trying to pick his spot, showing him different angles.
Daring to be great. 5 fighters who moved up in weight and paid the price. Every boxer dreams of greatness, but some chase it across weight classes. They say fortune favors the bold, but in boxing, boldness can be brutal.
By Canelo. Those are the shots that Canelo. So at least on Harold's unofficial scorecard, Canelo Alvarez.
This is the main event. Today we look at 5 moments where elite fighters moved up in weight to chase legacy.
Now jabbing, set up the right hand. And Golovkin landing a series of jabs before sweeping a right hand across Brook.
Brook is doing a nice short counter left hook that caught Triple G.
And found themselves outgunned, outclassed, or out cold.
Golovkin delivers his fiercest rally up the list.
Well, School's got the size advantage, for sure.
Yeah, but he's fighting squared up. See, that's why Canelo's taking advantage of that body squared up against the ropes. You need to get in an angle for Canelo. Don't give him that body. They need to fight in and out instead of laterally.
Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo. This was history in the making. Undisputed versus undisputed. Jermell Charlo held all the belts at 154. But Canelo Alvarez ruled 168. Charlo leapt 14 pounds for glory, the second biggest weight jump in undisputed history. But from the opening round, reality set in. Canelo stalked, pressured, and pounded Charlo's body with thudding hooks. Charlo, known for his grit, suddenly became cautious, even hesitant. By round 7, a vicious uppercut dropped Charlo to a knee. The fight was no longer about winning. It was about surviving. Canelo didn't just win. He walked through an undisputed champion like it was routine. Charlo left the ring intact, but humbled. Kell Brook versus Gennady Golovkin. Kell Brook was unbeaten, sharp, fast, confident. But when Golovkin's original opponent dropped out, Brook took the call. Up 2 weight classes into the Lion's Den. In Triple G, he wasn't just a middleweight champ. He was boxing's boogeyman. Brook started strong, dazzling in round 2 with crisp combinations. The crowd roared. Maybe this wasn't a mismatch. But Brook's right eye was already fractured. He was seeing double. Still, he fought on. By round 5, Triple G had him pinned and punishing. Brook's trainer, Dominic Engel, did what few dare. He threw in the towel. Brook never hit the canvas. He was still firing back. But sometimes, bravery needs to be saved from itself. Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence Jr. Mikey Garcia was a boxing genius, a 4-division world champ. But he saw something in Errol Spence, a flaw he believed he could exploit. He moved up 2 divisions, daring to be great. But what he found was a masterclass in dominance. Spence didn't just outmuscle Garcia, he outboxed him. He kept him at range with a piston jab, picked him apart with body shots, and never gave him a chance to set his rhythm. Garcia landed 67 punches. Spence landed 319. It wasn't a war. It wasn't a slugfest. It was a clinic. Garcia lasted 12 rounds, but sometimes, lasting is the only win you get. Canelo Alvarez versus Amir Khan. Amir Khan was always fast, but this time, he needed to be perfect. He moved up from welterweight to face Canelo at 155, a man who rehydrated to nearly 190 pounds on fight night. And for 5 rounds, Khan looked brilliant. He darted in and out, peppered Canelo with combos and made him miss. But Canelo was patient. He went to the body, waited for the opening. In round 6, He faked low and came over the top with a crushing right hand. Khan dropped like a statue. One punch, no count. One of the most devastating knockouts in modern boxing. Khan's courage was never questioned, but his chin and his decision to jump 2 divisions was. Vasily Lomachenko vs. Guillermo Rigondeaux. This was supposed to be high art. 2 Olympic legends, 2 defensive maestros, 1 super fight. But Rigondeaux, 122 pounds of slick southpaw, moved up to 130 to face a man who didn't just beat opponents, he made them quit. For 6 rounds, Lomachenko danced around him, outthought him, and embarrassed him. Rigondeaux landed just 15 punches the entire fight. In round 7, Rigondeaux didn't answer the bell. He blamed his hand, but the truth, he was broken. Not physically, but mentally. It was the first time in his career he was made to look human, and it came at the cost of daring to be great. They didn't fail because they lacked skill. They failed because they aimed for the stars, and in boxing, that kind of ambition often ends in pain. But here's the thing, they tried. They stepped into the ring when others wouldn't. They risked it all to chase history. Which of these weight jumps shocked you the most? Which one did you respect the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you're still watching, hit that like button, subscribe to The Main Event, and join us next time when we break down the biggest moments boxing fans never forget.